What's up, everybody? This is D-Trav, and welcome back to KnicksatNiteTv. This is episode 4. We're going to give you a little sprinkle of free agency. I don't want to talk about that too much, but we're going to mostly focus on the upcoming NBA draft for the New York Knicks. Let's do it. Let's talk about free agency. All right. Damn, I know everybody knows how I feel about Kevin Durant and him coming to the Knicks. And I believe it's still a possibility it may happen. But the other night with the Achilles injuries that he had, oh man, that was devastating. Really devastating. But I just want to get into why I originally started this channel for you guys, about as to, give the Knicks fans something to look forward to, but also to give you a perspective of, my view coming from a former amateur basketball player and a former professional basketball player. So let's just talk about the Kevin Durant injury, right? That was a devastating injury that happened to him. It looked like he popped his Achilles on the court. The question is, should he have been playing or should he have not been playing? I'm going to just say this. Some people may have not noticed this, but when Kevin Durant started the game, he looked completely fine. I mean, maybe you could say he was shooting set shots or whatever, but he hit those 2 threes. He hit another pull-up jump shot. Everything was fine, right? But then they subbed him out the game. Now, as me being a basketball player myself, if you take a close look, when they subbed Kevin Durant out the game, he had something wrapped around his calf, his lower calf, and on his Achilles. And I believe that was an ice pack. I'm not completely sure if that was an ice pack, but if it was an ice pack, this is where my experience as a basketball player comes in. Anybody who knows anything about sports, you do not want to ice your injury if you're not completely finished playing the game that day, because you warm up, you stretch, you get the muscle warm. That's the way the muscle is more flexible, right? So why would you ice it? Usually people ice after the game. After you finish the basketball game, when you finish your strenuous activity, people usually ice their knees or whatever part of their body is hurting. Now, if you sub out the game and you ice your calf or your Achilles while you're at the game, guess what's going to happen when you get back in the game? It's going to be tight again. So that injury could have been caused by the training staff. If I'm correct, and that was ice on his calf or ice on his Achilles, that meant that after all that warming up that he did in the game and hitting those shots, when he came back in the game, now his calf and his Achilles was again cold and probably a little bit tight. So pop, it went when he tried to go by Ibaka. Damn, that's a bad move right there. If that's true, then somebody from the Warriors staff needs to be fired, and Kevin Durant still needs to get out of there, because obviously the Warriors put that man's career on the line by doing that to him. But as far as free agency goes with Kevin Durant, I mean, I'm more in a wait and see, kind of moment right now, because so all these rumors going on, we don't really know what's going to happen between now or July 1st and when free agency starts, which is actually June 30th this year. But I guess I still take Kevin Durant. I mean, some people are like, no, why would you take him? He's injured. But we're still going to have the young core. What I might not do now is trade for Anthony Davis. That's up in the air. But whatever the Knicks do, I will back them up, because I know I trust in Fizdale, Scott Perry, and Steve Mills. But let's get off Kevin Durant now. Let's get on to the Kyrie Irving rumors, right? So Kyrie Irving supposedly is leaning towards going to the Brooklyn Nets. Now, let me just say this. Kyrie Irving, you got to look at it this way, and the type of dude that Kyrie Irving is. He wants to be the alpha dog, right? Or maybe he don't mind sharing the spotlight with another superstar, because he knows that basketball is a team sport and you can't win it all by yourself. But it has been known, and the Knicks have known, that on their list number one priority in free agency, they had Kevin Durant as number one. They had Kawhi Leonard as number two. And then they was looking at trading for maybe Anthony Davis. Kyrie Irving may have been on that list, but he's not the number one priority. So the Knicks was waiting for the NBA Finals to be over so they could speak to Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard first and see what those two players want to do. In the meantime, while they're waiting for the NBA Finals to finish, guess what Brooklyn is doing? I don't know if you want to call it tampering or whatever they're doing. They are contacting Kyrie Irving right now, even though free agency didn't start. So which is making Kyrie Irving feeling special. He may feel a certain type of way. Well, nobody has contacted me yet except for the Brooklyn Nets. So, Kyrie Irving may be in his feelings, feeling like, oh, well, the Knicks haven't contacted me, so they may not be interested. No, buddy. The Knicks have a list, and they know who they first want to contact when free agency starts. They will get to you. So I feel like, don't put any weight into the Kyrie Irving, into the Nets rumors. It's just that the Nets are the first team to contact them. So that may be why he may be leaning towards the Nets. But I guarantee you, once the Knicks talk to Kyrie Irving and tell them they plan and who they're thinking about bringing in, of course, anybody would want to play in Madison Square Garden in the mecca of basketball rather than go to the little brother or team, the Brooklyn Nets. Now, like I said, the Knicks' main targets will be Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Kemba Walker. I feel like the Knicks are going to just go for the big superstars, and they're not going to go for like the B-level type of stars as far as free agent goes. If they don't get one of those four or two of those four that I just named, then you can forget about it. I don't think they're going to go after Jimmy Butler or Tobias Harris or even Klay Thompson, because everybody knows Klay Thompson is most likely going to sign back with the Warriors. But all those other free agents, D'Angelo Russell, no, we're not going after D'Angelo Russell at all. I feel like D'Angelo Russell is a good player, but he's not a superstar. The Knicks are only looking for superstars. If you're going to pay somebody max money, it has to be a superstar if you're looking to win a championship. All right? All right. Now let's get into the NBA draft. All right. RJ Barrett, my main man, RJ Barrett. There's no doubt RJ Barrett should be the Knicks pick at the number 3 pick when the NBA draft starts in about a week and a half. RJ Barrett is guaranteed number 3 pick. He is a tremendous player. As I said before in my last episode, he has the dog mentality. He has the Mamba mentality. He's 6'7". He could do it all. He could play 3 positions. He can handle the ball. He needs to work on his jump shot a little bit. But the kid is nice. The kid is definitely nice. And I would be disappointed if the Knicks didn't draft him. He wants to be in New York. And if you remember when Coach Fizdale, Scott Perry, and Steve Mills was speaking to the media, they said they was really only interested in players who actually want to play for New York. You want to be here. So the Knicks is not going to go begging free agents or begging players to come to us. We want people who's going to buy into our system and what we're trying to do and wants to be a New York Knick. Therefore, there's no problems going down further down the line where people want to leave the team or be traded. If everybody wants to be here right now, and this is where they want to be, you don't got to worry about 2-3 years down the line that they're saying that they want to be traded or demand any trades, like what's going on with Anthony Davis or what went on with Kawhi Leonard when he was with the Spurs. So RJ Barrett is the pick that the Knicks should definitely take. All right? Now, let's talk about the Frank Ntilikina situation. Here goes my personal opinion on Frank Ntilikina with the New York Knicks. All right. He was drafted by Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was drafting Frank because he felt that he was long, athletic, and he could play defense, and he would fit the triangle offense. The New York Knicks are no longer running the triangle offense. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of the extremists that say, oh, Frank is a bum, or one of the extremists that say, oh, Frank is so good they need to keep him. I'm somewhere in the middle. So what I'm trying to say is Frank is a decent player, but I think I'm good when it comes to judging talent. And I could see out of the 2 years I see Frank play, he is not going to be a superstar. He may not even be an all-star player. He is going to be a decent role player in the NBA, and we do not need to hold on to him. As a matter of fact, the Knicks may be holding Frank back, because Frank, like I said, at the very most, Frank may be a backup point guard, not even a starting point guard in the NBA, a backup point guard. And I think it's too much pressure on him in a big city like New York with the New York Knicks. You know, you put him right out there, or put him on a court, you're trying to start him, you expected too much from him. You know, he's a quiet guy, you know, he works very hard, but he would do better in a better system or a smaller market. Maybe like with the Spurs, maybe with like Memphis Grizzlies, another small market team where he could, you know, he could display his talents more better, and it's less pressure on him to play. There's way too much pressure on him in New York. And I think that we need to trade Frank right now during the draft so we can get somebody that's more fit for New York, somebody that's more aggressive. And Frank has like an injury history already. That's not good. He's only been in the NBA for 2 years, and he keeps having these nagging injuries. So if we could trade Frank for another pick, I already been on record saying that I'm in love with Kevin Porter Jr. And Kevin Porter Jr., like I said, he went to the University of Southern California, and he's a dog. He's definitely a dog. Kevin Porter Jr. is one of the players I'm looking for. Or Bol. If you know who Bol is, he's 7'2", 235 pounds, and he went to the University of Oregon. He's also the son of Manute Bol. He averaged 21 points, 9.6 rebounds, and 2.7 blocks. He also shot a crazy 52% from the three-point line. So, I mean, these are the type of players I'm looking to get. You know, of course I want RJ Barrett. We're going to take a look at Kevin Porter Jr. and Bol. If the Knicks could come away with those players in the draft, I would be very excited. Now let's say this worst case scenario in the draft, right? Let's say the Memphis Grizzlies decide to take RJ Barrett. Oh my goodness. I hope this do not happen. But if for some reason the Memphis Grizzlies decide to take RJ Barrett, I do not want Ja Morant. All right? It makes no sense for the Knicks to draft Ja Morant when I just named the people that they're going after in free agency. There's no point in getting Ja Morant what if you could get Kemba Walker? Kemba Walker right now is better than Ja Morant. What if you could get Kyrie Irving? Kyrie Irving right now is better than Ja Morant. And we already have a similar player to him on the roster, who is Dennis Smith Jr. So if the Knicks cannot get RJ Barrett a number 3 because the Memphis Grizzlies took him and Ja Morant is on the board, I believe the New York Knicks should trade the number 3 pick. That's right. Trade the number 3 pick to get multiple picks. One of the teams that the Knicks could trade the number 3 pick to, if RJ Barrett is not there no more, is trade the number 3 pick to the Atlanta Hawks, where you could get the number 8th pick and the number 10th pick. Best case scenario, who knows? Maybe we could fleece the Atlanta Hawks if we're not able to get RJ Barrett, and we could trade the 3rd pick for the number 8th pick and the number 10th pick, and maybe we could also trade Frank to the Hawks for their number 17 pick. Maybe it might work, maybe it might not, but you know, that would be the best case scenario. So that's it right now, as far as I got, you know, what the Knicks should be doing and what's coming up for the Knicks. Also in the second round, the Knicks worked out Taco Fall. I believe they're in love with Taco Fall, and they will be looking to take him in the later second round. You know, Taco Fall is a 7'7" center out of the University of Central Florida. If you watch the kid play, man, I mean, he's great on defense. Like, I mean, what can I say? He has a crazy wingspan, 7'7". The kid doesn't even have to jump to dunk, man. I'm gonna show you some of his highlights. Like, he basically could stand flat-footed dunking, go to the hole. He's gonna block everything that comes his way. You know, him and Mitchell Robinson would definitely be a great tandem to protect the paint with the Knicks. So that's about it. I mean, to sum everything up and wrap things up, I want the Knicks to draft RJ Barrett number 3. If they're not able to draft RJ Barrett number 3, no Ja Morant. We trade that number 3 pick to the Atlanta Hawks for number 8 and number 10 pick. Hopefully, then we could get Kevin Porter Jr. and Bol. And with our second round pick, maybe we could get Taco 4. But like I said, if that's not able to happen, my dream scenario, because I like RJ Barrett so much, will be we draft RJ Barrett number 3, we trade Frank to the Hawks for the number 17th pick, and then we could take either Bol or Kevin Porter Jr. And then in the second round, we could pick Taco 4. But that's it for now. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, KnicksatNiteTv. You can catch me on Instagram.com or right here on YouTube.com. All right, fellas and ladies, Knicks, baby. Peace.